Our next guest is about to make his national television debut. He's a local man who flew to Las Vegas to tape a magic trick for the Penn Teller Fool Us show, seen here on Pittsburgh CW. Now, he's just learned that his appearance will be on the show this Friday night, so we asked him to come here to tell us about his trick and, of course, perform something for us. We welcome Vince Charming. Vince, great to have you here.
Thanks, nice to be here.
All right, I gotta ask, what's your real name?
Vince is real. Yeah.
Okay. I like that. That's
Last name is Smith, but way too common, way too, everyone's
Yeah, well, I agree. You gotta have a better name.
Exactly.
I love the name Vince, of course. My son's name is Vince. All right, so how'd you get into magic?
Well, my grandfather was a magician, so I really grew up around it and watching it, and started doing it on my own, and I just loved the reactions I was getting.
And so you just graduated from college, is that right?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, and what did you study?
Electrical engineering.
And did that help you with your magic in some way?
For sure. I mean, it definitely brings the innovation side to it, and when I design and develop my illusions, I come at it from an engineering aspect, so yeah.
So when you say illusions, you're talking about like building things or creating things?
Yeah, like I use carpentry along with that to just design like the bigger illusions and then the smaller ones as well.
Oh my goodness. Okay, so tell me about the Penn Teller show. You went and filmed. By the way, I love watching this show. It's so fun. Explain the premise. What happens?
So basically, magicians get on there and try to fool Penn Teller.
Okay. Penn Teller, of course, being some of the most famous magicians in the world, and they pretty much know, they can figure out how most tricks are done.
Yeah.
But you try and go and see if they can not figure it out, right?
Correct.
Okay. Now, you probably can't tell us what if they did or didn't figure it out.
I can't, but it was an interesting experience because normally my goal is to entertain people in the audiences, but this was completely different because I was trying to fool them and be entertaining at the same time, which is a fun little way to do it.
Yeah, how'd it go? Did you feel good about it?
I felt great about it, yeah.
Okay, so can you tell us what trick you did, like kind of what it was?
So what I wanted to do was design a trick that was relatable to everyone, and basically growing up I remember building puzzles, and then at the end, you might be missing a few pieces, you would check the ground, and sometimes you would find it, sometimes you wouldn't. So that's kind of what I wanted to play off of when I created this trick. And a lot of people today are trying to be picture perfect, so I kind of title this Picture Imperfect, kind of to go off of that.
Interesting. All right, well, we'll be watching Friday to see if you fooled them or not. But you brought us a trick today?
I did, and it involves a Rubik's Cube.
Oh, I love the Rubik's Cube.
Yes, would you mind mixing this up? It is a...
Oh, I'm good at mixing it up. I'm not good at getting it back together.
That's fine. Give it as many turns and mixes as you want.
I loved doing this when I was a kid, but I was really...
Do you know how many combinations of the Rubik's Cube there are?
No, how many? 43
quintillion, or 43 to the 19th. That's a big number, even for me as an electrical engineer and a minor in math. Yeah, it's still large to comprehend.
That's a real number?
Yeah.
Wow.
Now, I'm going to try to solve it under 5 seconds. Would you be amazed by that?
Wait, you mean you're going to actually get it back to
hopefully
the same color sides?
Yes,
okay.
I know. Wait, watch this. We'll put it inside the bag, and all I have to do is snap my fingers, and less than 5 seconds. Look at that. Okay. You caught me there.
Well, yeah, I was going to say, honestly, that's a little bit too easy.
Yeah, it's a little too easy. No, I get that, but I'm going to try to solve it without looking at it. The Rubik's Cube. Would you be impressed if I could solve it without looking at it?
I'd be impressed even if you actually solved it with your hands, but that's okay.
No, I mean...
Not looking at it would be really amazing.
I'm just going to try to maintain eye contact with you and not look at it at all as I just try to solve it. All right, there's a lot of algorithms that I need to memorize, and if I miss one turn, then when I look down, it's just not going to be solved at all. It's going to be like completely mixed up. So I think I solved it. Yes. No, I actually didn't solve it to the color combination. I actually wanted to solve it to match the one that you mixed up.
What?
Not only on that side, though, because one side would be impressive, but if I could solve, I would make it match on 2 sides, but 3 sides would be impressive, 4 sides would be even better. 5, and of course all 6 sides would be matching.
Did you see me? I swear I was just changing it like a zillion times all of a sudden.
Now I always get asked, Vince Charming, can you actually solve a Rubik's Cube? People ask me this all the time, and I would go, well, I don't want to show off, you know what I mean? Like I could, but like why would I show off? So if I wanted to, I would just make one more turn, and of course it would be solved like that. But I normally don't like to show. I normally don't do that. I don't like to impress people like that.
Well, you impressed me even without trying.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. Vince Charming, I love it. Watch for Vince Charming on the Penn Teller Fool Us show. It's the show's season finale, and it's happening this Friday night, and you can see it on the Pittsburgh CW starting at 9 o'clock. Thanks, Vince.
You're welcome.
Still ahead, Rain is making magic in the kitchen. Get her recipes using just